So real quick, I just got a call from my therapist, which really cleared my mind a lot because for the past week or so, I've been having a lot of issues struggling with the idea that everybody thinks I'm lying about what happened with the church. And so I was talking to her about it, and I asked her if she remembered me talking to her about it when it happened. And she did. And not only did she remember them yelling at me and all of that, she remembered them calling the office repeatedly for like a week, trying to get in touch with my doctor, trying to get in touch with my therapist. They were threatening police at one point, saying that I had to get out of there. Like the things that they said to the receptionist while trying to get through to my therapist were apparently much worse than the things that they were saying to me. And now I have somebody else who remembers this happening, and it's not just coming from me, which makes me feel better. It makes me feel like maybe I'm not as crazy as everybody says I am. I didn't make this up. This actually did happen, regardless of how many people say it didn't. I'm not the only one that remembers it. I'm not the only one that was involved. And I'm not the only one that thinks it's extremely invasive for a pastor of a church to be trying to force the consent to speak to somebody's therapist, because he tried multiple times to speak straight to my therapist about things that they did not have rights to speak to my therapist about. A psychiatric doctor and a therapist, those are private, and it is absolutely not okay for anybody to try to force a mentally ill person to give consent for them to speak to their therapist. And I have been sitting here struggling with the fact that they did that to me and nobody would believe me. And now I don't have to feel like nobody's going to believe me anymore, because she believes me and she remembers it happening. And I trust her memory more than I trust my own.